This really sucks for Liv Morgan. I mean, this girl has been on a roll lately. She's getting a lot of material, a lot of just a lot of storylines lately. With the whole Dom and Roxanne Judgment Day fiasco. Her and Raquel being tag champs, and then she was about to wrestle Nikki Bella Evolution, and then she was about to take on Io for the Women's World Championship. So all of that is more likely to be scrapped because of this untimely, um, unfortunate injury. And I just got to say, shit happens. This is wrestling. At the end of the day, like, the match didn't even begin. It was one trip up, one takedown by Kyrie. And for the record, don't even think about blaming Kyrie for this injury. I know there's going to be a percentage of wrestling Twitter. I'm just going to call y'all wrestling Twitter because that's where y'all start the most bullshit at anyway, right? Like, that's where y'all start the most crap, is on Twitter. Y'all going to say, oh, it's Kyrie's fault that Liv got hurt. She's unsafe. Look what happened to Zoe Stark. Both instances had nothing to do with Kyrie Sane. Nothing at all. It's not her fault. She's not responsible. This is just a cold, hard reality check that, if you're a wrestler, anything can happen. Injury can happen at any time, unfortunately, and you cannot plan it. You can't sense when it's going to happen. You can't telegraph it. You don't know when it's going to happen. You can just pray and hope for the best that you get into that ring and you wrestle a whole match without getting hurt. Now, I don't know what it's like to wrestle inside a ring. So I don't know the first-hand experience of taking a bump. I can't talk from that perspective. But just watching it for a long time, it's like, that stuff like this can happen. And it sucks for Liv Morgan. It really does. And she really fell on that shoulder really bad. And I think she was like originally trying to protect her face. But she hit shoulder first. So it seems to me that she's expected to be out of action for possibly 3 to 4 months. And, dislocated her shoulder. And that's going to be past SummerSlam. So you got to think, should probably be back by October, more than likely. But it's just horrible timing because she was getting such a good run. And she was coming back from the Hollywood movie. And Liv Morgan has just been killing it. Liv Morgan, to me, has been the breakout star of last year. The most improved. Like I said, she was about to have that program with Nikki Bella. She was in a love triangle, I should say, with Roxanne and Dominic, and that was going to go somewhere. And her being tag team champions, a 5-time tag team champion. And then she was going to wrestle Io for the Women's World Championship, more likely at Night of Champions. So before this injury happened, Liv had a lot going on. She had a lot. That's why I said she had a lot of material to work with. And now all of that is going to be put on the back burner. And it just sucks, man. It really does. You hate to see it. And sometimes as viewers, we get like too caught up in the drama of wrestling. We get too caught up in the characters. We get too caught up in how a wrestler is presented. And we forget that these men and women, they go through real pain in that ring, and they can get injured at any time. You know, any freak accident can happen at any moment, at any time. And it can be over something so simple like a takedown, such as this. And it's unfortunate. And then you're just reminded, you know, that this is the reality of being a wrestler. You take away all the gimmicks, you take away all the storylines, you take away all the characters, you take away all the glitz and glamour, you take away all the smoke and mirrors, and you get something like this. You know, all we can do is wish Liv a speedy recovery. You know, hopefully she can heal up quick, get back in the game, get back rolling and cooking, because Liv Morgan to me is the MVP of the women's division. Aside from Naomi, Naomi's just getting started, but Liv Morgan has been the MVP of the women's division since last year. And I've always tried to give her credit and make a video of, you know, giving her flowers. Well, she definitely do deserve her flowers. And not because she just got injured, but because she has been putting in that work. And so, yeah, once again, it sucks. And she had a lot going on. To me, you know, she's like the best promo right now in terms of the women's division. You know, one of the best talkers. So it's very unfortunate, man. So make sure y'all like, comment, and share. And more content is to come. I'm out. And peace.